I don't know about you, but I love me some good self care. This podcast is being sponsored by nobody. Anyways, today's podcast will be about self care and the sustainability of your self care routine. We all love to watch the girlies on YouTube and TikTok show us all their self care, the way they sit down and journal, the way they have all their six different shampoos and shower gels in the shower with them, the way they go on 3 hour walks every day. It all looks beautifully magnificent. It truly does. But is it sustainable? Today we're going to talk about how to make your self care routine sustainable for you by following the 4 F's. Welcome back to another episode of QT with a Pod. Welcome back to yet another episode. I hope you guys are enjoying your days and your time. Thanks for joining me for this 15 to 20 minutes podcast where I hope that I do add value to your life or give you something to think about. Today we are talking about sustainable self care. Okay. Self care looks like this very graceful, easy thing. For some people, it is easy, and for some people, it's not. Um, for you to actually have real self care, you have to actually care about yourself and want to see the best version of yourself. Okay, so we're talking about all the self care videos you see, the daily routines. It's usually a lot, it usually feels overwhelming. I feel like a lot of them are inspiration videos, but sometimes they can make you feel like you're not doing enough. Like, for real, when I saw that girl on TikTok with 20 different shower gels and 30 different body scrubs, and she put on 6 oils and one cream and sprayed her bed with perfume before she got in, I was like, first of all, I'm not a woman. Second of all, am I even showering correctly? Like, dang. So everyone's self-care routines and needs, they should be different. They're going to look different, but most importantly, they should be sustainable. Okay, so let's start with our definitions. Okay, self-care. So self-care is the practice of health management without a professional. So physical, mental, emotional well-being to superficial like skincare and resting and journaling. Like all that is self care. Things you do for yourself. Huh. That's interesting that it says without a medical professional. Okay. Yep. So, yep, without a medical professional. And then sustainable, able to maintain. Okay. So, when I talk about is your self-care sustainable, I am talking about financially, in terms of functionality. Is it flexible? And is it forward? The 4 F's. So that is what we're going to go into. And I want, first of all, to you to keep in mind self care can be anything. I've talked about this before. I've said it before. Go back and listen. Go back and binge for me. Like go back. I said it. It could look anyway. Again, things that don't seem like self care, but they're not. Like missing an event, attending an event. Maybe you need to sit at home. Maybe you've been on 100 all week long and actually that Friday night event, like you actually just want to like light a candle, eat popcorn, drink some wine, watch TV, or just even stare at the wall. Maybe you need to miss that event. Or maybe you work from home and you actually need some interaction with people. Going to that event is self care for you. Brushing your teeth, something that little, it's self care. It's really a big thing. Like you'll know when you go to the dentist, they'll tell you. The dentist has no problem telling you you have horrible teeth or not. Okay? Brushing your teeth, that's self care. Researching your favorite reality show character. Sometimes you just want to get lost in someone else's life. When I tell you I know every not I don't know, but Married at First Sight, and I'm going to talk about this Married at First Sight because the way Mirla and Gil are supposed to be together and they want to paint them as this happy couple, like ultimately they do not belong together. They live two completely different lifestyles. They have two different value systems surrounding money. Like they do not belong together. But doing deep research on your favorite reality TV character, that is self-care. Um, Eating good food, eating unhealthy food, that's self-care. All of those, literally whatever you need. That's why I said it's different for everybody. So there is no one size fits all self-care routine that one should follow, but it's important that you evaluate what you need and take action to get those things. All right. So, first, and I think the most important indicator of a sustainable self-care routine is that you can afford it. Okay, so financially, you should be able to afford your self care routine, and your self care routine should not put you into debt. So, again, it can range from anything, but either way, you should be able to afford it using your resources. So, you can go get your nails done, or maybe you can afford to do them yourself. It depends. It depends, sis. Can you afford to do it? Now, I didn't say cheap. I said financially sustainable. So many people think that because oh, I love when I hear the things I say and I catch myself. I'm gonna stop doing that. But so many people think that because people may do DIYs, like they do their own hair and they do their own nails, that they are cheap. No, sometimes you just don't want somebody else tugging at your hair. And I'm one of those people that I'd rather do my own hair and my own nails. I don't like having my hair pulled. I don't like I don't like that dynamic at all, you know? So it's not about being cheap, it's about being financially responsible. But most importantly, remember, you are your most important asset. You're the most valuable thing in your life because without you, the other things cannot happen. You are the most important thing you own. You. Okay. So there's no reason to skimp on products and services that are meant to enhance you. If you know you can afford to go get a massage and you want one, go get it. Go get it. Okay? Um Also with that, use your work benefits. Like sometimes you can pay for, which reminds me I need to go look at my health savings account. But use that stuff. It's there. Especially if you working and you can't stand your job, you better use everything they're giving to you. Because you already can't stand being there. You might as well soak up the benefits of being there. Long story short, if you can afford it, you will continue it. That makes it sustainable. So if it is financially feasible, it is sustainable. Okay. Second F, functionality. And now we're asking ourselves, does this actually work? Is it purposeful? Okay. So asking, you may have a journal. Are your journaling prompts actually forcing you to think about things that you wouldn't think about without them? Or are you just recounting your day, which there is nothing wrong with recounting your day. Sometimes you do need to just write down what you did and you go back and reflect on it and you've built a new habit that you wanted to work on. That's perfectly fine. But ask yourself, are they helping you dive deeper? Do you feel a sense of relief after you do go to therapy or something? Does it help you actually process those emotions? Are you losing weight with your new workout routine and your new meal plan? Is your skin actually brightening? I need to go to Ulta. I'm going to Ulta today to go get some new stuff because it is winter time and it's not winter time. I live in Texas. It's 50 degrees outside, y'all. My skin's getting dry. But is your skin actually brightening? Is your new budget actually helping you stay on track? Okay. If the reason you're doing these self-care activities isn't working or you don't notice results, aka if it's not functional, it's not sustainable. You'd be a fool to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again in the name of self-care and it doesn't work. I'm telling you right now, you a fool. Now, how do you make it functional? Some of you may need professional help. Some of you actually may need to hire a financial planner to help you create a budget. Some of you actually may have to stop writing in your journal and get a therapist. Some of you may have to go to a dermatologist. Stop researching the internet looking for products. Maybe you need to go to a dermatologist or an esthetician. Perhaps. You may need to reflect. What was the original purpose you started doing this? Maybe you lost sight of the long term goal or the vision you had for yourself, so it's no longer functional. Okay? That's really a standard practice. When something is broken, you figure out how to fix it. So if your self-care routine is not functional, it will not be sustainable because it's broken. So make sure it's functional, make sure it's serving a purpose, make sure it's working. So, financial, functional, this one, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me for this one. Okay. Is it flexible? Is it flexible? Okay. Life is life. You are going to have ups, you will have downs, you will have days when you are on, you'll have weeks, months when you're on, and you'll have a week when you are off and it feels like it completely threw off all your progress from the previous months. That's just life. Is are the things that you consider self-care flexible? Are you going to be able to miss some of those things and still feel taken care of? Sometimes you'll be too busy. You have to push through. Sometimes you have to push through and do things. Can you, and I think the flexibility more so pertains to physical self care and maybe even emotional self care, yeah. But can you actually put those things off and like just push through and then come back to it and just like do that self maintaining? So is it flexible? Because if it's not flexible and it doesn't move with how you web and flow throughout life, it's not sustainable. Did I say web and flow? Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow through life, it's not sustainable. So you want something that moves when you move, just like that. Okay? It's not something that you need to, a self care routine doesn't even have to be done every single day. Every single day does not need to be self care. So every single day, you don't need to do a face mask. Every single day, you don't need to order food. Every single day, you don't need to eat healthy. Not every single day, okay? But you do need to make sure that you do find moments and that it's flexible. So, if it can't bend and flow with you, it's not sustainable. And then my final F, and I didn't know how to phrase this one. Is it, I don't know. Is it focal? Okay. Focal. 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 I had the word future before, but focal just came to me. But basically, is it going to serve a purpose in the future? Are you doing this in the name of something? You know, are you saving this money because you want to go on a vacation? Are you putting on your sunscreen every day so that you can, age gracefully? Are you journaling every day so that you can become a better person or a better partner or a better mother or a better father? Does it serve a purpose? Does it have a long-term focal point? If it doesn't, most likely it won't be sustainable. Sometimes the goal, and it could go either way. Sometimes the goal can be so far away that we lose motivation, or sometimes we can still see the goal and we work towards it. So it's good to, and I just talked about this, if you are in QT with intentions, then you will know that we have our intention set, but we're chunking it into quarterly goals so that we can be hashtag that bitch. That's what we're doing. Okay. So, making it focal so it will serve a purpose. So, you know that you want to be the prettiest you've ever been before. I'm going to take it there. You know you want to be the prettiest you've ever been before. That means that you do need to develop a skincare routine, right? You're developing that skincare routine because you know you want to be pretty. It's focal. It's future oriented. So let's go over the 4 F's again. For our self-care routine to be sustainable, it needs to be financially feasible, functional, flexible, and focal. I hope that this helps someone, and let me know what you think. Make sure you are following me on all the socials at BigQuiqui on Instagram and at QT with the pod. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.